Hello again. Now, today I would like to just talk to you about the concept of being oversubscribed in our businesses. But before I do, have you ever come across this wonderful little book by Daniel Priestley? Oversubscribed. Now, it's been around for a while, but still a lot of people are picking up on it. Highly recommend it to you. Now, there's not a plug, I don't get anything for that. This is a genuine recommendation. And I've been rereading this again, and one thing really stood out to me as I was doing so. I just wanted to relay this across to you. That is, most people never identify in their business when they will be oversubscribed. How many clients, customers that will be, what number that will be to become oversubscribed. Something he didn't actually mention in the book as well is that I think there's an underlying fear of being oversubscribed because it smacks of being overwhelmed. If we're oversubscribed, it's almost like we've got too many things on our plate to handle, and therefore we perhaps are guilty of shying away from it. And if that speaks to you, if you think, yeah, actually, Simon, that sounds a little bit like me. Well, that's really what this little video is about. Now, think of it this way. Oversubscribed is just when you've got one more person than you can handle, or one more person than you can actually deal with properly. So maybe it is that we should be aiming to be oversubscribed. Maybe what we should be is aiming to be at capacity, and then one more person that is interested, that wants to become a client, means that if we took them on, we would be oversubscribed. I have trouble with saying the word oversubscribed today. Maybe I need more practice. So let's just think about that for the moment. If we identify that your business needs, I don't know, let's say for round figures, needs or can cope with 5 clients or even 10 clients. But let's say it's just 5 clients, because most coaching consulting businesses really can only handle per advisor 5, 10's really busting a gut, and we don't want to be there, do we? So if you've got 5 clients on your books, or 5 clients will be when you are oversubscribed. When you've got 5 clients, you will be at capacity. 6 means that you're oversubscribed. And we don't want to be. I would argue the point, we don't want to be oversubscribed because it smacks of being overwhelmed. What we want is lots of interest. So, if you've identified that capacity level, when you've got greater interest than you can deliver on, that's when you've got oversubscription. And what will that give you? That gives you a waiting list. And when you've got a waiting list, what does that give you? That gives you much more confidence. It means you can tap into a list of people whenever you have a vacancy. You can just bring somebody else in. What does that give you? When you've got a waiting list and you tell people, well, I'm sorry, I can't help you at the moment, but would you like to be on our waiting list? Or a great phrase is our advance notice list, when we've got capacity spare to help you. When you've got that advance notice list, their desire for you goes up. It's like a Harley Street surgeon. You don't just walk in there and get an appointment as you do at your local GP. You go on a waiting list. What does that then do? It really makes you want to stick with them, yeah, because they're popular. They're obviously delivering. Other people want the same thing. That increases our desire. And when desire increases, then what happens? Your fees go up. Your value, your perceived value in your audience's mind soars. So you can gradually increase your fees. As your fees increase and you've got a waiting list, what then happens to you? Your confidence. Your confidence goes up massively. And also, you've taken a lot of the risk out of your business. So, what do you do now? First thing is to identify, not when you're oversubscribed. I would argue, go and identify now how many people you can, not adequate, I nearly said adequately, how many clients, customers can you serve and really deliver to? Identify that number. When you know what that number is, that's your capacity. Your task then is to build to capacity, to go out and prospect, generate leads, bring people in so that you are full, and then get one more. And put that one more person on your waiting list. And then get another one, put them on your waiting list. And when you finish with one client and they move on, bring somebody in off your waiting list, put somebody else on your waiting list. And I guarantee you, your profits will soar, your income will soar, your confidence will soar, your desirability will soar, and you'll have a much better business besides. So I hope you found this useful. All you've got to do now is go away and do two things. Firstly, what's your number? When are you at capacity? And get that one more person. The second thing is go and fill your capacity. I'll speak to you soon.